People always ask how I balance my family life with 400 shows a year. I'm just doing what I love with the people I love. It's my magic life.
I like Wes Iseli. I like everything about him.
All right, guys, it's Natalie and I. Today we have no guests, just Natalie and I. Natalie, what do you got to catch up everybody on? Anything? What's been going on?
We get to go back to Vegas.
We got word we get to go back to Vegas on March 23rd. I'll be performing on stage at the Rio Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas with Penn Teller. Natalie, what are you going to be doing that night?
Sitting in the audience?
Maybe.
Probably. You think otherwise?
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if you'll be behind me on stage helping me and just hanging out with me all night, or you'll be out in the audience.
I'd like the best of both worlds, to be able to hang out backstage, but then be able to watch you from the audience. But I don't think I'm going to get that.
I just don't want to be in the wings during the show and come out at the end and not be able to see anything.
Yeah.
Like, that's like when you're in the basement of Full Lush, you don't see the other contestants, but there's no TVs back there. There's nothing.
Do you know anybody else who's
You're just twiddling your thumbs.
Do you know anybody else who's gone back?
Yeah, on the air, I think it was on the air. It was during our interview. We talked to, I'm sure it was during the interview. We talked to Doc Dixon that went back, and he said it was just lackluster for him because he already had the award. He's just gone out there performing his trick and going home. Yeah, he got to hang out with Penn Teller, but the excitement wasn't there. He wasn't jumping up and down, walking up and down the hallways.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how he took it.
That's sad.
But we're making a week of it.
Yeah,
we're gonna figure out a vacation somewhere before it, after it, somewhere.
I'm gonna miss my kids.
We're gonna figure it out. But
I miss them so much.
I just posted on Facebook today that I'm going back, and I'm definitely gonna be there that day. But we're gonna make a vacation somewhere before it, after it, figure it out. And when the badass bounty hunter that's been on our podcast, she reached out to me, so I said, "Yeah, we're gonna make time for you." And then my buddy Ray Lum reached out to us, and he said, I heard you're coming back out to Vegas. Yes, sir. We're going to make time. If you have time for me. And he just texted. What did he say? Always have time for cool people or something? I love Ray. I love my Vegas friends, man. They are really good friends out in Vegas, like family. So I just wish we got out there.
And I haven't met most of them. I get to meet them on this trip.
But you've talked to Ray on the podcast.
Yes, I know. Times. I'm saying in person. I haven't been able to meet. Some of them I haven't met before, even on the podcast. Some of them just over Zoom. But you went to that convention without me.
Yes, and when we hung out with Penn Teller backstage in Maryland, though, how easy was that?
It was fun.
It wasn't like hanging out with super duper uber celebrities.
Yeah,
it was like hanging out with friends.
Yes, it's fun.
Isn't it awesome?
Yeah,
I love it. I told Steve Chesaday texted me today and said, "Congratulations, man. You know, this whole thing went in full lust, my whole career, my beautiful wife, my family. I feel like it's a dream. Like I grew up watching Penn Teller. I've become friends with them. I'm working on a project now, fingers crossed, that Penn will be involved in. I'm so freaking excited. I'm so blessed. I have lived all of my childhood dreams. I'm not a billionaire. I'm not a millionaire, but boy, everything I've dreamt.
We'll get there.
I need to start wishing for that because all my other wishes have come true. So anyway, that's what we want to catch you up on that. So we're trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Natalie's in pain over here right now. What's going on? Tell everybody. Might as well tell them.
Sorry. I'm just hurting. That's it. I don't know what you want me to I can't talk. I don't know what you want me to say.
It's that bad you can't talk?
I'm just hurting.
What level of pain are you at?
Can we not do this right now?
No, let's do it on air.
No, I'm good. Please continue.
So we just went and got more things done, and they said it wasn't.
It wasn't what the doctor thought it was. Well,
just say what was the new thing?
It's called a HIDA scan. I didn't eat anything. They injected me with stuff and then took a picture, and it's like going through where my gallbladder used to be, and everything looks normal. So whatever he thought it was is not what it is.
So we went to the heart doctor and had everything checked out in her chest. It's not her heart. So they sent us to a gastroenterologist doctor. He's checked her out from here all the way through. It's not her intestinal tract.
Done that.
He's done that to her now. So now we're 3 months waiting with no pain medication, no anything for when she has bad pains. But it's not knocking on your but it's just like a 5, 6. You're real bad. All right, well, we'll just keep going, and if we need to pause, we can pause. But that's life right now. I mean, we don't know if this is going to happen during a show. We don't know if this is going to happen. I try to explain to people it's like a kidney stone attack. I mean, it takes you out when you have a kidney stone attack. And when you have kidney stones, you never know when the next attack's going to hit. So you could have 2 back-to-back. You could have 3 weeks with nothing. So anyway, I thought today would be fun to play a game. But before we do that, I just want to recap the past 3 weeks. If you haven't been listening to our podcast, if you're not a Patreon person, check out our Patreon. We're adding new magic tricks all the time where I teach magic for all ranges. You know, some of these people that do Patreon are advanced sleight of hand. Some of them only do card tricks. I try to do a gambit for the 7-year-old Patreon customer that I have, for the 75-year-old Patreon customer I have, for my magician Patreons. I try to make it something for everybody. But past 3 weeks, we have Matt Donnelly on here. And I swear, I think Matt Donnelly is the one that got the ball rolling for me to go back to Penn Teller. Because I told him on the podcast, you know, it's been 4 years. I still haven't been back. And weirdly enough, after we said goodbye to him and did a Patreon extra, I walked downstairs and I had an email waiting from the production company saying, hey, it's time to book that. Yeah, pick that day. It would have given him about 15 minutes to make a phone call to that girl who emailed us.
Yeah. You have to ask him.
I'm going to ask him because that's just too convenient. That's too weird. But Matt Donnelly was awesome. I just did a clip episode for my TikTok and everything on Matt, just talking about how he lucked into one of the coolest jobs in the world. Hey, can I be a hanger-oner? Can I just hang out with you guys and be an intern? From that to working for them, to writing for them, to, you know, being on the Foolers tour, to being the sidekick on the podcast with Penn all the time, working with Penn and Teller, being on tour. It's awesome. Amazing. Kevin Spencer, we love Kevin Spencer so much that we actually had him do another podcast, which I think will come out next week. We're having one extra in the can in case she's in pain one night and can't film, or in case somebody backs out on us, we'll have one in the can. So we have Kevin Spencer part 2 already filmed. And let me tell you, both episodes. Part 1 was awesome. Part 2, we were on the verge of tears a couple times, and
good tears.
It was awesome in a whole nother way. I tell you what, I love Kevin Spencer. He's such a cool guy. And Dante, the comedian, reached out to us, and I'm like, I don't know. We fell in love with him. I'm going to schedule him to do a part 2 as well, because I feel like we just scratched the surface. We were really getting into that.
Yeah.
But I don't know, do I want to wait a little while, or do I want to cash him in right away like we did part 2 for Kevin? So I'm trying to figure that out. I'm trying to schedule out our shows. But anyway, if you're not a member of Patreon, please check it out. And you get those podcast extras. Dante told a funny story about Gilbert Gottfried.
Yeah.
You know, everybody does their own little thing, and those extras are just so much fun. But anyway, I want to play a game with Natalie today. I just thought, you know, hey, we've told stories about us. We've told stories about a relationship. We've done this, that, and the other thing. Halloween time, we played games and just told horror stories, ghost stories, and then we elaborated on them. I have 20 questions here. If we don't get to 20 questions, it's okay.
Okay.
We might do 3 and just elaborate on those and just be talking points.
Okay.
That's how I'm looking at this. Okay?
Okay.
No right or wrong answers. We're just going to play Would You Rather.
Oh, no.
All right? But, I mean, talk about that movie. So what came to your mind when I said Would You Rather?
I won't be able to make a decision.
No. The first thing, whenever I think of Would You Rather, I think of that movie, Would You Rather, that horror movie that we watched.
Yeah, that was, I wouldn't want to be in those people's situation.
Oh my gosh.
I wouldn't be able to make a decision.
Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen that horror movie, I don't know what level of horror fan you are. We love horror movies, but there's a gross out factor. It gets too much for us, and we turned the TV off.
We didn't turn it off.
No, we didn't on that one, but we have on others. There is, we got on the verge of that one. It messed me up. I was talking about it to Scotty. Scotty, how bad would that be? Scotty was an eye surgeon. One of the things was These people got invited to dinner at the, spoiler alert, if you fast forward a minute and a half of this, if you don't want to hear this, but these people got invited to this billionaire's party. Somebody at this party is going to get $1 million. All you have to do is just have dinner with us. Once they get there, they lock the doors. Only one person leaves. Would you rather cut yourself in the eyeball with a razor blade, or pick up that gun and shoot that person next to you?
Kill them. Not just shoot them and hurt them. Kill them.
So the lady, I can't kill. So she takes that, opens up her eye and takes that razor blade. And we're just sitting there. And the whole movie was like that. That was the part that I remember. I don't remember any of the other Would You Rathers. I remember nothing else in that movie but that scene.
I remember dunking underwater because she didn't want to kill the guy. So she took her chances of being dunked underwater for so long. She could have died. I remember that.
I don't. You don't like water?
Well, I like water. I just don't like the thought of drowning.
Yeah.
Or not being able to breathe.
Well, those people in that submarine, just the stories of them, and they're counting down how much air is left. I was like, I was hearing that, and I'm breathing here.
I know.
Just hearing the story of it.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. Anyway. All right. So I thought you were going to say,
sorry,
you were thinking of that movie as soon as I said, Would You Rather?
Yeah, well, yeah, I do think of that movie, but I think I don't know how good it's going to be. Go ahead.
Anyway, Would you rather? Would you rather be in jail? You have to do one or the other. Would you rather be in jail for 5 years or be in a coma for a decade?
Oh, geez.
Tick tock, tick tock.
Well, at least you don't lose as much time by being in jail for 5 years.
But a coma, you're just sleeping.
Yeah, but you lost 10 years.
Dude, I tell you what, I think I'd pick jail. But can you ask questions?
Like, what do you mean?
Is this a hardcore prison? Is this a county jail?
They just said jail. They didn't say prison.
Right. Well, I don't know the difference. We're such babies. I don't know the difference.
I do believe prison is more hardcore than jail.
Do I have television? Do I have a library?
I think so.
Am I gonna get beat up? Am I gonna get raped? Do I have to worry about anything? I am. I'm so cute. I'm gonna go for the coma. No, that's a hard one. That's a hard one. I mean, it just sucks either way.
Yeah, I think I would lean more towards jail though, just because it's not as much time that you lose.
Right. Time is precious, man.
Mm-hmm.
It flies by.
Yeah.
I mean, today flew by. What did I get done today?
I got a lot done.
Good job.
Thank you.
It was rainy here, so I was in the office all day long, and I got work done, but it just not a lot to show for it when it's an office day, and I didn't book shows. She booked shows, so she shows numbers, cash coming in, what she did that day, and boy, that feels good. I posted on Instagram. I posted on TikTok. It doesn't have the same reel. It doesn't have the same feeling. Number 2, would you rather give up air conditioning and heating for the rest of your life or give up the internet for the rest of your life?
Internet.
I am totally the opposite.
I don't want to be cold. I don't want to be cold.
Dude, if this house broke and we had no heat or cooling and we're still living in this house.
I don't like being cold. You don't remember how miserable we were those 6 days without power?
It was 12, wasn't it?
No, it was 6.
Felt like 12.
So bad. It felt like 12. It was 6 days with no heat.
But I love the internet. Golly.
I don't care. Pull out a DVD and watch a DVD. They didn't say you're out of entertainment.
Just said internet. But it didn't say I couldn't have a fan and a wood stove either.
No.
So I just have a fan and a wood stove.
You have one room that's warm during the wintertime, and you have no rooms that are cool during summertime because a fan's not going to do it.
Dude. All right. I don't. We're opposite on that one. Would you rather have a personal maid or a personal chef?
Maid.
I already have that. I guess I'll take the chef.
You already have that too.
I do. I do. She made tacos for dinner
I'm
tonight.
not professional.
Healthy tacos. It had there was no, what was the wrap was just a lettuce leaf.
Yeah,
but
use a lettuce leaf instead of
hot sauce.
The kids had tortillas,
salsa.
but
It was taco night tonight. We had a good dinner.
Taco night. And it just
I got
happened to
both
land
already.
on Tuesday. Taco Tuesday.
I got both already. I got a personal chef and a maid. You're awesome. Would you rather spend a week in the forest or a night in a real haunted house? And I'm guessing, caveat on this, you're alone.
In both of them?
I guess. Because camping, that's just fun. A haunted house, I'd put things in my own self.
Week in the forest. I don't want to meet ghosts and goblins and scary stuff. They didn't say they'd be nice. They just said haunted. I mean, you might end up with nice ghosts, but what if you don't?
I'm so much of a baby. If you told me my house was haunted, I'd start seeing stuff.
So you'd pick a week in the forest too?
There's crap in the forest. There's bears.
Be all right. Hang your food.
Yeah, I would pick the forest.
Me too.
Let's see. Would you rather have a third nipple or an extra toe? Honey, I scoured the internet. These are awesome.
Third nipple or an extra toe. Where's the third nipple? I know where the toe is. It's on your foot.
Well, how do you know? If you're speculating that the nipple could be in some weird location, like on your chin, the toe could be somewhere else too. They're going to be in the regular places.
So you just have an extra nipple on your boob somewhere that you can cover up?
Yeah.
Extra nipple. Because then I can still wear flip-flops and people wouldn't. Exactly.
And I think it would throw off your gait. I think it would throw off your running. I think it would throw things off if you had an extra toe.
Well, I don't know. You might be used to it if you're born with it, though.
It's got to throw something off. Shoe size. One shoe is going to be, you can't get a 6.5 and an 8. Yeah, you can't get a 6.5 for your left foot and 8 for the other. Yeah. We have a friend that has a third nipple.
Who is that?
You know.
Write it down.
You really don't remember?
I don't remember.
Make sure the camera can't see. La 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 la. Do la las. Do la las.
La 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 la. La la la. Really?
Yes.
Did
it affect your love of that person?
Not at all.
Exactly. And you never knew. Anyway, let's see. And they have told you in conversation.
I just
several times.
Didn't worry about it.
It was a joke. They would say it.
Maybe I thought they were seriously joking and it wasn't real. Did they say it seriously?
Yeah. I'm trying to think if I saw it, but why would I have seen it?
Yeah, I doubt you'd have seen it.
But I think maybe they just described it so well. I was like, oh.
I don't remember.
Okay.
Just had no bearing, I guess.
Let's see.
Wasn't worried about it.
Would you rather travel the world for free for a year or have $50,000 to spend however you please right now? Travel a year, guilt-free, expense-free.
Travel.
Or $50,000 right now.
Travel.
Just take a year off and go.
Yeah, there's lots of places I want to see. Lots of places I want to go. I have a long travel bucket list.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think I'd travel.
So I'm with you. You know why? Because I'm with you. If you'd have said 50 grand, okay. If you'd have said take a year off, I mean, I want to go too, so I'll just be with you. I don't know.
I mean, 50 grand would be nice. I'm not saying it can't be useful, but
50 grand's not going to cover a year of traveling.
No. And when are you ever going to have that opportunity?
I mean, we're $3 each. I mean, we're $3 down just going to Cancun.
It's 4, but yeah.
$4 grand. Just going.
You have to pay plane seats for the boys this year.
Okay,
so, yeah.
but just going. That's 4.
Yeah. Right.
But 50. Well, so how many weeks is that?
Okay, but that's just Cancun. I'm talking about. I want to go to Paris. That's way more expensive. I want to go to Rome. I want to visit other places in Italy.
That's what I'm saying. So you're getting more money for your deal there if you travel the world for a year.
Yeah, I want to go to Germany. I want to go to England.
You want to go to Hawaii.
I want to go to Hawaii.
You want to go to Switzerland.
I want to go to Switzerland. It's beautiful. And if there's a warm period in Russia, I think it would be fun to see some of the places, but I'm kind of scared because I don't want to get stuck. I'm afraid I'll go and then I won't be able to get out. I don't know. It's scary.
And I'll end up in some prison and some guy will have me again. Let's see. Would you rather go back to the past and meet your loved ones who have passed away, or go to the future and meet your children and grandchildren to be?
That's hard.
See, it's hard for me because it's not the same game. She still has her parents.
I do.
I lost my dad when I was 25. I lost my mom 6 years ago. That sucks, dude. When you don't have parents. I'm going to Vegas, Mom. I mean, who would be the first person I would call?
Yeah.
Before I put anything on Facebook, before I put anything anywhere.
Yeah.
I'd tell my wife, hey, honey, I just booked a $8,000 show. We made $8,000 at the Illusion show last night. She knows she was there. But my mom.
I'm ecstatic about it.
But my mom would be so happy.
Yeah.
And if I tell my brother, it's like I'm bragging, rubbing it in. And if I tell my friends, it's like I'm bragging, rubbing it in. But my mom
is truly happy.
Understood. Yeah. So I don't have that anymore.
Go back? You go back?
Dude.
I think I might go. See, yeah, because I still do have my parents. I mean, I miss my grandparents, but it's not the same relationship that you have with your parents. I think I might go forward so I can meet them, because I know I'm going to see all those who have passed in heaven. But I get to meet these people as they are on earth first. And I had that opportunity with those that have passed, and I know I get to see them again. But now I have the opportunity to see great-grandchildren and whoever else on earth.
But see, the question, I'm having a breathing thing. I ate too much, I think. So the question is, would you rather go back to the past? It doesn't say, like, am I at this age? Or am I time traveling? I'm back just to hanging out with my mom and dad, spending a day with them in the living room in the 80s.
I just figured
You know what I mean? Am I 12 years old and
I thought it was just me now going.
So me going back and talking to my mom and dad now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I can't even. I'll cry because my dad would be so. My dad was such a big fan of mine. He would brag to me to all of his friends how good of a magician I was and how proud how much money I was making. He was so proud, and to tell him that I'm friends with Penn Teller.
Right
oh gosh, don't even cry. Let me go. Let me read the next question here. Let's see. Would you rather be in a zombie apocalypse or a robot apocalypse?
What?
Terminator 2 or Walking Dead? Lana had an answer for this.
Probably.
I took Lana to her school dance the other day, and Lana had an answer for this.
What was her answer?
I don't want to influence you. I'll tell you.
Oh. I'm gonna say zombie apocalypse because I think 1, they're not as smart as robots. 2, they might be a little bit easier to kill.
Zombies.
Yes. Rather than robots that are way smarter than me.
That was Lana and I's opinion as well.
Oh, okay.
Like, in some movies, Arnold Schwarzenegger, I love Arnold. He had a movie called, well, now I'm blanking on the name of the movie because I'm thinking it's a couple of different movies at the same time. But one of them, they had lasers that could look through buildings and they could see the heat signatures of the people walking through the buildings. I'd imagine Terminators would have that.
Yeah.
Or zombies, just shut up, just be quiet. They'll keep walking.
Yeah. Yeah, and zombies, I mean, who knows what real zombies would be like? Maybe they're uber smart, but you just see them little, and they're drooling all over themselves, and as long as you can shoot them before they eat you, you're good. And
both of them don't rest. They don't take naps. They're just killing machines that just go forward, just keep going forward. But anyway, before we go any further with this game, I just brought up Lana's dance. We could have talked about that during the podcast.
Oh yeah,
let's take a break. Let's take a break real quick.
Lana got to go to her very first dance, and I mean, she didn't have a date or anything. She just met friends there, but it was a dance that lasted until 10 and then there was an after party that lasted until 1 a.m. And she was the younger, probably one of the youngest there.
Well, there was definitely a table of 12s.
But she had a great time. And they had the dance portion, and they did it up all pretty. And like, this was for the older kids. This was kind of like their prom. It's a homeschool dance. So it was kind of like their prom.
750 families go to this homeschool group. Mm-hmm. And I teach magic for that group. So
yeah. So the place, I stayed home with the boys, and then Wes took Lana and stayed out with her. But the pictures that I saw, the place was done up real pretty, really nice. It looked like it was a good time, lights flashing, everything else. And then their after party was held at a place that had trampolines and rock climbing and
laser tag, video games, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Do we need to take a break?
Nope, just go.
But anyway, I took the RV, and I had to teach magic classes that day. She came with me to classes. Mommy already did her hair all up. Mm-hmm. And then she changed in the RV. We got, I don't know, Chick-fil-A for dinner. And then I took her to the dance. And I parked the RV in the parking lot, opened up the side. And I watched Superman cartoons. Mm-hmm. I watched Superman. I worked out in the RV. Lana said, "How do you do that?" Body weight squats and push-ups and running in place. And I hung out, man. I had a great time. I loved it.
Good.
And then come 10 o'clock, I went in there and picked her up, and they were listening to Journey. So I videotaped that and made fun of her. You make fun of me listening to 80s music. So I videotaped that song, walking around with it and making fun of her. I never said I didn't like 80s music. Yeah, you have, like a million times. But then we took her to the trampoline park. And the homeschool teacher, "This is the magician. He fooled Penn Teller. This is the magician. The teacher's here. Here. You have any magic? You have anything?" "No, I'm just dropping off Lana." "Well, can you show us some stuff? I'm sure all the kids would." "I'm not doing a free show for you, lady."
Yeah.
And I did. I had office work to do in the car. I had social media stuff I had to take care of that time. So I went out to the car and played on the internet and did my office work and watched more Superman.
And plus, it was Lana's event. I don't know how thrilled she would have been that Dad came and took over and did bunches of magic.
Because that's what it had been. It had been
right.
It was 80 kids at the after prom, I think.
Yeah.
Well, by the time she logged in, she was like 81. I don't know how many logged in after her. So
yeah.
But it was more than that at the prom. And then yeah, it would have been 50 of them gathered around me watching magic, and she wouldn't have had anybody play laser tag with.
Yeah, it was Lana's event. It was her time to go be with her friends, not time for Dad to come in there and do magic. So
but I picked her up a little early, and I had magic with me when I picked her up a little early, and I showed her friends' parents that she was hanging out with some tricks, and they hired us for a show for them. And then
that was done before.
Yeah. And then as I was leaving, I ran into the lady that runs the event. I showed her some magic, and that was it. But Lana,
she had a good time. She had a good time. She slept almost all day the next day, but
she really did.
Yeah, I mean, you guys didn't get home. You said it was.
We got home at 3. Yeah.
So it was a long day.
Well, it's an hour and a half away too, so you had to.
I thought it was sweet that she got to go to her very first dance.
She was a little nervous, a little reluctant. But I told my friend said, "Well, yeah, she doesn't know anybody there." I'm like, "Well, she does know people there, but also, do you remember your first dance? Were you a little reluctant? It's weird."
Yeah.
It's kind of like your parents are kicking you out. And go hang out, meet people. Go. Yeah. It is weird. Yeah.
But I think she had a good time.
Anyway, back to the game. Let's see. Would you rather stay the age you are physically forever, or stay the way you are now financially forever?
Physically.
With all your ailments right now? Or are you talking about on a good day?
I was thinking about on a good day. I've lost more weight. I can do more than I've done before. And financially, I can improve. So
How are we doing this week? Have we beat quota this week?
No.
Not yet.
No. It's only Tuesday though.
So I don't know. She does all the money. I don't have a clue what we have. So I don't care about that. But my thing is, I'm just playing, and it might be a question later on. I don't know if it is. Sorry. If cloning's a real thing in the future, and they can clone you and say, "Hey, Nat, that's how we make you better now. We'll fix your chest because we'll clone you and get rid of that chest problem. But I can make you any age you want to be." What age do you want to be?
Oh gosh. I don't know. I don't know.
See, I'm bald now. I'd like to have hair, but I'm really fine without the hair, unless I look weird. You say I don't look weird.
I don't think you look.
I look weird in pictures. When I see myself in pictures performing, I don't like it because I'm not used to it.
Does not look weird. You do not look weird.
I don't feel weird, and I don't feel weird on video. I don't feel weird in the mirror. But I see it in pictures. It's like, well, that doesn't look like me.
Well, you're not used.
I'm not used to it. Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe my 30s. Somewhere in my 30s. Just because.
But then you'd have to have your diet plan you have now because you're lighter now than you were in your 30s. Your entire 30s.
You didn't say how I looked or how physically I looked. You said, what age would you like to be? And when I'm thinking as far as what age, I'm thinking 30s because 20s, you're still insecure. You're still figuring out who you are. You're still not 100% mature, I feel like. By your 30s, you've come into your own. You know who you are. You're comfortable with yourself. You're at, you're not too old where you can't do stuff.
I don't think I get comfortable with myself until now.
Oh. Well, then
I fake it. I fake it.
You're a good faker.
I've faked it my life.
Yeah, well.
But I mean, comfortable with yourself, like walk into any room and feel confident and comfortable with yourself. No, but I am now. I am now.
I think everybody gets nervous every once in a while, as far as walking into a room with people they don't know or whatever. I think that's normal, no matter what age you are. But the fact that I'm walking into the room and I'm nervous, but I can do it.
Right. No, I don't have no problem walking into any room now. I don't care.
I don't know. In your 20s, I mean, maybe some people are there in their 20s. I wasn't.
But I was thinking that they'll put your consciousness you have now in that body. So just pick a body type.
Oh, you're talking about body type. You're talking about.
I just made up a question. They're so open-ended. I don't know. I'm just playing.
I mean, I don't mind me now. I have a pooch. I have a pooch from having twins. Wasn't bad in college. Until I met you, then I got fat and happy. It's your fault. But
well, you're gonna think I'm trying to get brownie points, but I think you're better looking now than you were in college.
You're so sweet. So extra twos now,
honey. I'm gonna hold you.
Even with my little baby pooch.
Your baby pooch is fine. Baby, look at me though. Seriously, you had your baby face in college. I liked your face.
You liked my baby face in college.
I did. I fell in love with your baby face in college. But I'm telling you, you're getting better looking with age. I told you that earlier today.
You did. And you're sweet. It's very sweet of you.
But it's not for brownie points. I'm telling you the truth. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Thank you.
If I lie to you, then I come back to you later on and say, "Hey, I lied to you." But I won't do that. Let's see. Would you rather have a fortune or fame?
Fortune. Fame sounds like it's a hassle. I used to would have said fame because, I mean, everybody knows your name. That's so cool. I could care less. If I'm happy and content, I don't care who knows my name.
Fame is so weird. It all depends on who you are and where you are at the moment. I've seen it. Working for Michael Carbonaro, according to the internet, he's got millions of dollars. So he's got financial success. He's got this. He's got his own TV show. He's got this. He's got that. And then I go to get animals for the show, and I'm like, "Hey, I'm working for Michael Carbonaro." Who? hey, I am, he can still go into stores.
Yeah.
He can still, it's
right.
It's weird.
That's what I'm saying.
We saw Penn at the MGM Grand getting a pastry and a cup of coffee or whatever he was doing.
Yeah.
But it's Penn Gillette, dude. He's been on every television show. His IMDb page is 50 pages long. Done so much stuff.
And I'm
he's
sure
got
there's
financial
people
success.
that recognize him and walk up to him and recognize him.
But like Tom Cruise that can't go anywhere. Michael Jackson that can't go anywhere.
Taylor Swift is probably bombarded everywhere she goes. People like that, I wouldn't want that.
No. I don't think anybody wants that. I think when you hit that, you're like, I went too far.
So that's why I'm like, fortune. I'd rather take the fortune than the fame.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're with me on that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. What would you have thought from me? Because it's Wes Iseli's Magiclife, Wes Iseli's podcast, Wes Iseli. You think I want fame?
And you want people to know your name. I'm not known in the whatever. And so.
Yeah, well, I wanted to be known in the magic community. Yeah, that's something I wanted
I'm
because.
not known, and so people aren't coming to the show or whatever.
But that helps.
What if Yeah, it does. But I'm just saying.
But it's weird because I saw with an old girlfriend before Natalie, I saw Penn Teller in Richmond. And I remember being in the lobby and people are like, so who are these people? What do they do? Because they had season tickets at theater.
Yeah.
And I wanted to slap those people in the face. How do you not know who you're going to go see at this theater show? But then we saw Rick Thomas recently. How many people in that room knew who Rick Thomas was before they walked in there? They just thought it was a magic show.
Yeah.
They're just going to see a show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got a good show.
Let's see. Would you rather never eat Christmas cookies ever again or never eat Halloween candy ever again?
Ooh, that's a hard one. Because you have snickerdoodles and peanut butter balls on this side. But you got chocolate on this side. That's an impossible question. I don't know.
All right, razor blade's coming out. You better answer.
Razor blade for what?
I don't know. I'm just being silly.
I'm
sticking with Halloween candy.
You're gonna
get rid of cookies.
Really?
It's a game. Because what do I do at Halloween? Whether I'm on a diet or not, I buy like $250 worth of candy.
It's ridiculous.
Was it $250 last year?
I think I'd rather have the Christmas cookies.
That's fun.
I like the very loose snickerdoodles.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
Would you rather have $1 million now or $5,000 a week for the rest of your life?
$5,000 a week for the rest of my life.
That's what I say. That's what I say. Because I'd buy magic. It'd be gone.
$1 million?
No, I would. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't trust me. You just give me a lump sum. I don't trust me.
Yeah. Well, $5,000.
We get that year vacation. It's gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Would you rather meet your favorite celebrity or be an extra on your favorite television show?
Yeah. Hand me one. I don't care. That really doesn't do. Either one doesn't do anything for me.
Well, who is your top celebrity? If I could do that the thing, what is it called? Where my brain's not working. Where I could I have the app where you pay $100 and you get that celebrity leave you a special message.
Mm-hmm. Cameo.
Thank you. What?
I don't know.
Who would you want? Would you want Reba McEntire? Would you want?
I mean, I like Reba McEntire. I also like Dolly Parton. I also like Trace Adkins. I also like, Jennifer Aniston. And yeah, I don't know. But telling you I go meet somebody, well, you have the chance of having your bubble burst, one. So I don't know. And then being an extra on a TV show, I don't know how fun that would be.
Right.
So it's not really hand me one. I'll take whichever one you hand me.
I don't have an answer. Extra on TV show sounds like work. Sounds like you're standing around. I do want to meet Arnold. Did I talk about that on here?
I think so.
I'm gonna say it again if I haven't. I love Arnold. So there was something that said, and I read it, and when I read sometimes I speed read and totally miss the whole. So I have to read it a couple times sometimes. It was like $2,500, and you get to work out with Arnold for an hour. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm doing all right money wise. She let me go to Vegas for a week to go to this, SAM convention, the Society of American Magicians. I'm turning 45. That was last year. I said, you know what? That might be a present to myself. It's going to be more than that because I gotta get a hotel. I gotta get a hotel. I gotta eat. I gotta do this and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? I have loved him so much since I was growing up. Dude, I think I'm going to do it. So I asked Natalie, did I search it before I asked you? Did I have my bubble burst before I asked you? Or
I asked talking about it, and I was seriously considering it. I was like, well, when else are you going to do it? When else are you going to have the opportunity? And he's getting up in age. I don't know how old he is.
Look how Bruce Willis was the man when I was little. And look what happened to him. Anything can happen tomorrow. That's why I'm like, we need to jump on this now.
So I was seriously considering it. And then you said, never mind.
I Googled it.
I said, what?
It was $250,000 for the hour. Crap.
No, I can't do that one, honey. I'm sorry.
For an hour of working out with him, what do you get really done in an hour? Not a lot. Daggone it. Somebody knows Arnold out there. Tell him I love him. Tell him I want a Christmas card. I want something. You know what? My wish, if I had a genie that could grant me a wish that wasn't cash, I'd love to meet Arnold. And what I want to do, I want to give him a big hug.
No.
That's all I want. I want a big hug.
So you would choose meeting a celebrity.
I think so.
There you go.
Yeah.
You said you didn't have an answer.
It's weird. It's weird. I'm such a hugger. My other church was a hugging church. Mm-hmm. I hugged everybody in that church. Mm-hmm. I love hugging people. I don't know what it is about me. What is it? Some people think it's weird. Tater thinks it's weird. My gun salesman buddy.
Sounds about right.
he's like this. Who else hugged me like that? Like the weird. I don't know.
Like a little side
Talk
hug.
about hugs. Who was it? Is that big dude? Oh, I can't think who it was. Oh. All right, let's see. Let's get back on it. Would you rather have your first child when you're 18 or when you're 50?
Oh, dear God. 18.
There's caveats to all 50. Of this, man. There's caveats to all of this.
50. You know why I say that? Because I had Lana. How old was I when I had Lana? 26, 27? She's 12 now. I was 27. I was 27 when I had Lana. And at 27, it wasn't easy. So at 18, totally not mature. I don't know how easy. I mean, that's hard.
And if you had to rewind the clock, Jacob would have been at your house. You were already taking care of one kid at that time.
Yeah. And so.
Right?
Yeah. And so with that, I've often thought about it. You know, God gave me Lana first for a reason and twins second for a very good reason. Because by the time I had the boys, I had more patience. I've learned more patience since then, but I was calmer. I was, you know what I mean? It was still not easy by any stretch of the imagination. But I think I handled it better, older, than I would have if I had twins when I had Lana. So to say having a baby at 18, okay, you're thinking physically, yeah, you can do more things.
You'd bounce back quicker.
But 50, mentally and emotionally, you're more set. So probably 50. It'd be hard though. Because by the time they're 20, you're 70.
And you're tired already.
Right. So.
You take naps together.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
I mean, the reason the reason I wanted to wait to have kids to begin with was I wanted my career to take career first. I want to be able to pay and take care of the kid. What did I tell you the whole time when you asked me, can we start trying to have a kid? I didn't know if we could afford it. Do we have a place to put it? Do we, that was the reason we moved in here, so we could have more kids. Or
yeah,
a kid.
And then he made me wait even longer because you still wouldn't let me have another child.
What are you talking about?
It took forever.
Let's see. No, but talking about the babies, it's one of those things where people want to say, oh, twins, that must be horrible. I can't imagine 2 kids and they're hellions all the time. It is, and it isn't.
It's not horrible.
It is one of those things, though, where once temper tantrums are over and once bad things are over, it must be what it's like to give birth. You went through it, but it wasn't that bad because I got through it. Like, we had nights where we were both up all night long in the hallway. Yeah. We were taking turns.
Yeah.
And we were up all night long and had stuff the next day to do.
Right.
Well, we got through it.
Yep. But I don't think it's awful. I mean, I can't imagine my life without both of them in it now. It's just not what we thought was going to happen.
Dude, today I was in the office, which my back is to the living room.
Double the duty. Let's put it that way.
And Lex, did something and hit his head against the wall hard. It was a thump, and I knew what it was. And immediately, and you heard a little running across the room. And I turn around. By the time I turn around, I've already heard the footsteps. And Julian's touching. You okay? You okay? You okay? I said, can you kiss him in the head? And he goes, he always sticks that bottom lip. And he only kissed his hair. He doesn't know how to kiss a head, so he just kissed hair only.
Aw, he was trying.
I don't know if he's trying to be gentle.
Yeah.
Or he didn't like the taste of hair on his lips. I don't know which one it was.
He does stick his lip. That's how he kisses.
It's so funny. They kiss totally different. Give me a hug. Give me a kiss.
Lex goes like this.
He sticks his.
And Julian just.
His mouth is just straight across.
Straight across, yeah.
And he makes this sound.
And Julian just goes. Just sticks his bottom lip out.
How did we get on that? Oh, first child.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
How are we doing on time? We doing good?
I think like 10, 13 minutes, something like that.
Let's see.
Not exactly sure.
Would you rather know when you're going to die or know how you're going to die?
Knowing when you're going to die, it's kind of like you look at the clock and you only have 30 more minutes till the alarm goes off and you're just sitting there dreading the alarm going off, so you never actually go back to sleep. So I think if you know when you're going to die, like you know the date, and it's just getting closer and closer and closer.
It is, anyway.
I know, but you don't know when it is. It could be tomorrow, or it could be 50 years from now, or 80 years from now.
I love your parents. I love everything about your parents.
Okay.
But they have 800 ticking clocks in their house.
Yeah.
I hear it.
Okay. What does this have to do with anything?
That is a constant reminder of my life ticking by. I hate a constant reminder of that.
Okay.
That's what I think of when I hear it.
So, I guess I would rather know how I'm going to die instead of when, because.
But it's one of those things. All right, you're going to die of cancer. I immediately change my diet, and I immediately exercise. And if it's this kind of cancer, I'm going to try to do this and try to research it. But it's already happened. You're going to do it. So.
You might as well just live your life. How you want to live your life? Be happy.
But I think it's going to affect everything you do.
Either
like
one
today,
would.
I took 50 breaks and wrestled with the boys 50 times a day. I threw them on the couch and tickled them and played with them, and I kept taking breaks from work. If I knew I was going to die in 5 years, I wouldn't get work done.
Right. I think of the two, the worst would be to know when.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really want to know either, but
Let's see. You're going to die in a bathtub. I've never taken a bath.
I know, right?
I'm never going to take a bath. Let's see. No showers for me. Sponge baths only. Let's see. Would you rather find out your baby has been switched at birth at 3 years old or at 18 years old?
I just wouldn't want it to happen. Neither. I can't. That's not. I don't like that question.
You have to play the game.
I don't want to play that game. I don't like that game.
You have to play the game.
I don't have to do anything.
So this happened around us. My mom worked at UVA Hospital in Central Virginia, and it happened on my mom's floor, on my mom's ward, whatever. I don't know if it was on purpose. I don't know. I don't remember, but I know it made national news. I think it happened when I was in high school. So I'm looking at 95 to 96, 94, 96, somewhere around there. And because I had my driver's license, and I remember driving by my brother's house and my mom pointing up the hill and say, the lady whose baby got switched lives there. And I think what they ended up doing, I think the baby was maybe 2, a year and a half, 2, maybe 3. It was baby. It was still little, but enough time to fall in love with it. Enough time to, yeah. You've grown attached, but you want to know your own kid. Right. I think but they did. Love this one. I think the judge gave him like $1 million settlement, both families, from the hospital, and did like a divorced couple split. So for 6 months you get your own kid and they get yours, and then 6 months you get the other switch. Look at you. You want them both. You can't have them both, Natalie. Yeah. You want your kid and you want them both. Yeah, you can't do that. Because I'm falling in love with the one kid, but I want my baby back. But I couldn't do 6 months at a time. What it was your kid for whichever kid it is, you're missing for 6 months. I'm trying to piece it together. It was a long time ago, but it was something that the kid needed like a blood transfusion or needed something, and the parents' blood didn't match. And it's like, what? Yeah. Because the parents' blood's supposed to match somehow, some way. I don't know how that works. Well, I mean, you share DNA. Right. So but what is mine? What is my blood? Half and half. What is mine? You are A positive. I am A negative. And so what are the babies? I don't know. Well, you said it had something to do with something. There would be, DNA wise, they have half your DNA and half my DNA, as far as I know. Maybe I'm stupid and that's not right, but yeah, I don't know. They would match something. That's how they do blood tests, to see you or the father or whatever. That's how they figure it out. Yeah, I don't know how it works. Yeah. But anyway, they did something because the kid needed some kind of fusion or something. And that's when they figured it out. Oh, no. Yeah. But that's one thing I was sure of with Lana. She did not leave our hospital room. Mm-hmm. She gave birth at the other sister hospital in town. So it wasn't that hospital. But Lana did not leave our room ever. Mm-mm. Not without you. And the boys left, but they left independently. One at a time. And they look exactly the same, so we know we got the right ones. And we had letters A and B written on them, and we had A-B bracelets. And they do the hospital bracelet now, where then whatever has to match the mom's bracelet, and they check that incessantly. Yeah. So I think it would be hard to switch babies at this point if you didn't do it on purpose. But still, we didn't want them out of our room. No. We really didn't. Yeah. Well, you always have that. You don't want somebody stealing them. Let's see. Even though they have good security, but still. Yes. Would you rather your child have an epic tantrum in a supermarket aisle, or get a very loud fart while you're out having a family meal? Very loud fart during a family meal. I say fart as well. You're around family. Nobody cares. Probably half of them would laugh. All of them would laugh. All of them would laugh. Yeah, that'd be easier. The supermarket thing would be embarrassing, but kids farting, it's a kid. Yeah, in the supermarket thing, there's nothing you can do about it. Your kid has a tantrum, your kid has a tantrum. When I fart at the dinner table, I blame the kids. And the boys just laugh at you. Dude, so they're watching something called Pink Fong, Fong. And they had potty episodes. Natalie, you were washing dishes. I was. I called Willow in the room. Willow says, I feel like I'm having a fever dream. What? It was so weird and so out there crazy that she just said she felt like she was hallucinating, is what she was trying to say.
That's funny.
And Lana was just laughing her butt off. Why are you guys watching this? But it was so crazy, Natalie. You see the kid's intestinal tract, and a piece of food hit his butthole, and an arm come out, and it would knock on the door.
Oh, it's so weird.
It's got a poop.
What?
So then he runs to the bathroom.
That sounds like it would freak out a child.
It's hilarious.
The poop has an arm?
It was yeah. Yeah. And arm, it knocked in the hole.
Oh my goodness.
It was hilarious. And then it said somebody pooped a banana shape, and then they put it in the kitchen on a scale with a stack of bananas, a banana, and they were talking about the things.
That's gross.
It was, and then somebody pooped hairy poop, but that was the bear. And then the bunny rabbit has little pellets, and he bent over and he went and started shooting them at the kid. And the kid's running from him.
Okay.
But this is toddler.
This is not good.
It was hilarious.
Encourage our children to use the potty.
Hilarious. They aren't bunnies. They can't do that.
Oh, jeez.
But I want you to see it. Maybe I'm not allowed to show it to them anymore.
I think I'm good.
Would you rather live the rest of your days with a catheter or an oxygen tank?
Oh gosh.
I'm having trouble breathing now.
What's your issue?
I don't know what I'm allergic to. I took my allergy pills. I say catheter.
Yeah, probably catheter.
You can hide that.
You can. And I like to be able to breathe. And I feel like if you had an oxygen mask, there's some reason you haven't, because you can't breathe good.
Yeah.
Catheter. But how uncomfortable.
Let's see. Ooh, this isn't good.
Oh no.
Would you rather lose an arm or a leg?
Oh jeez.
I say leg. I need my hands for magic. I can limp around the stage. There was a magician named Jim Passe that was on one of the world's greatest magic. And boy, this was back when the internet was new. He became friends with me because I was 2003, 2004. So the internet wasn't that new. But it was some kind of chat room I was talking to him in. So I felt like it was olden days.
AOL?
Something. But one of the resorts that I worked at had handicap skiing. And he was going to come see my illusion show at the resort. And he wanted to go handicap skiing because they had handicap things. But he had a machine that stood him up on stage. So he could still, because he was, I don't know what pelagic it is. Paraplegic? I don't.
Just the two?
Yeah,
that's paraplegic.
I think he could do this.
Quadriplegic.
Quadra is all of them.
Yeah.
So, but he had a machine that could actually make him look like he was standing up.
Nice.
So then he could
Yeah.
throw the girl in the box and then wheel over to her and lock the cage up.
Yeah.
So I know I could hop around stage in one leg.
Wheel around stage. Yeah, I guess a leg.
See, you got a lot more to lose. You got another 2.5 feet of leg than I do.
But at least if I have both my arms, I can still pick up my kids.
And hug them.
Right.
Leg it is.
That was still soft.
Daggone it. At the end of this, we're going to have a cartoon composite of what we chose. And it's going to be a three-legged, a
three-legged, a one-legged.
A one-legged, three-nippled.
With a catheter coming out.
We have to try to do that on AI. See if we can do that. Try to remember our answers. Only eating Halloween candy. Only eating cake cookies. Let's see. This is a good one. I saved this one for last on purpose.
Which is good because I think we're about out of time.
Are you ready?
I don't know.
Would you rather have a surprise party planned for you or plan your own party just the way you like it? For everybody else, Natalie turns one of the a big decade numbers coming up, and I'm kind of asking her in front of everybody. It's hard for me to plan a party for her because she checks my email, she checks my phone because customers call my phone.
See, I think it would be fun to have a surprise party, but that's only because I know I'll never get one because it's impossible. Because I do the schedule, I schedule the shows. So if you say don't schedule a show for that day, well, why? That's nowhere near my birthday. I wonder why he's making me not schedule a show for then. So, you know, I think it'd be fun to have a surprise birthday party, but because I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, I want my party and I need to have it this way and that way and this way and that way. I don't care. Like, just have people over, throw some food on the table and have some fun hanging out. I don't care about, gotta do it this, and that.
But do you want to really do it up for this party? Are you going to party hard?
Describe party hard, because you know me, I'm not a partier. I mean, our kids are going to be there, so how hardy? I would like the Jenga set that has the Jello shots.
Yes. Do I need to put the kids to bed?
I do. Yes.
Do I need to put the kids to bed that night?
I think that would just be a nice birthday gift for you to give me.
Okay. Hopefully, Willow's here. Maybe she can do it.
But I do want. I do want the Jenga game with the Jello shots in it. I think that would be.
Well,
fun.
Explain that to everybody.
There is a Jenga game that inside is hidden Jello shots. So you pull one that has a Jello shot in it. You have to drink the Jello shot, and then put the thing on top. And I think that would be fun. That'd be fun.
How big are the blocks? So they're not normal size.
I sent you a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of her health clients sent that to her.
No,
I don't think that's on plan in anybody's plan.
A girl from high school that I knew sent it to me. It wasn't a health plan. Sorry. And no, that wouldn't be on plan, but it's my birthday and I'm turning 40. So I think I can allow myself to have a Jello shot or two.
Or 17.
Why would I have seven? Honey, I couldn't have 17 Jello shots.
You can in like a couple minutes. Don't make it last 30 minutes because you'll be passed out already. Wow, you don't know how many's in that stack. How many's in the stack?
Well, I don't know.
What if you keep pulling the bad ones?
And then you say, hey, stop playing the game.
Somebody's got to play the winner, and then you have to take more.
I think, yeah. I might only be able to play one round.
We tried to do Jello shots for one of our Halloween parties.
We did, but
did it go wrong? Something happened.
Apparently, our shots were too deep.
Nobody could get their tongue in it.
Right. You couldn't get the Jello shot out.
Lips.
We tried. We got little shot glasses.
It was cutting everybody's lips.
Smaller shot glasses.
I remember that.
And I don't know where you get those. But anyway.
Yeah, Everett was here. Our boss from Pepsi, when I had the corporate deal with Pepsi.
Get it out with a spoon.
Him and one of the other guys was hit. He was. It was awful. It was so funny.
Darn it.
They were taking their finger in, trying to scoop it in.
We tried. Shows you what kind of drinkers we are.
We like the idea of it.
Yeah.
When you have a party, let's have some fun. So
yeah.
I don't know. How did would you rather turn out? Is that all right?
Yeah, it was fine. It was fun.
Dude, this took like 4 hours because there's some awful questions on there. And I put a note on this because I was thinking about this. I typed this all up before I was going to bed. I love Arnold, so I was thinking about Arnold before I was going to bed. AI robots. So Elon Musk has these robots coming out. Mm-hmm. Elon's crazy. He's crazy. Well, he does the spaceship to make it look like the rocket from Spaceballs. He does this and does that. Why not make a flamethrower? Why did you make a flamethrower? Because I wanted to make one. I don't know. Why'd you want to do that? I don't know. I just thought it'd be cool. Right? Mm-hmm. Can you imagine him putting Arnold's face on one of these guys? Yes. Just as a fluke, right?
Yeah.
And then they take over. One of them's gonna have Arnold's face.
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah.
I can totally see Elon doing that. I don't know. And you know what? If he brought it to market and you had one with just the blue computer face or an Arnold face,
you would choose the Arnold face.
I would choose the Arnold one.
Yes, you would.
How cool would that be?
You're so funny.
Hey Arnold, go. I gotta go clean out the dog. I gotta go clean out the animal shed. Can you just lift up that corner for me?
You have a man crush so bad.
Dude, Arnold is awesome, dude. Everything about him. We just watched the documentary. I watched the documentary of Arnold on Netflix. And it was like One Man, Three Lifetimes. And it talked about his bodybuilding career and his movie career and then politics and what he's up to nowadays. And dude, he told everything and didn't pull any punches. The sexual scandal, the steroids, the Sylvester Stallone and his rivalry that really wasn't a rivalry because Arnold's way awesomer. But it was good. I really liked it. So check that out on Netflix. Anything else we got going on?
I think that's everything.
Guys, March 23rd, 2024. come see us in Las Vegas at Penn Teller Theater at the Rio Hotel and Casino. Mark your calendars. That's it?
Yep.
All right, guys. 1, 2, 3. See you next week.
Check us out online at wesiseli.com and patreon.com/Wes_Isley for behind-the-scenes videos, blooper videos, never-before-seen footage, discounts on merchandise, magic trick tutorials, and more. That's Wes Iseli, spelled WESISELI.